curve on the line given by the equations kx squared minus xy plus k plus 1x is equal to 1 and minus k over 2x plus y is equal to 1, where k is a non-zero constant, intersect at a single point. Now, whenever you are observing k's and x's, something should be screaming out towards you. The discriminant, b squared minus 4ac. We know that it intersects at a single point, therefore b squared minus 4ac will be equal to 0. Okay, now we need to find the value of k. How on God's green earth do we do that? Essentially, we know from my previous video on the discriminant that ax squared plus bx plus c is the format of the quadratic needed if you want to use the discriminant. So we need to get rid of this y. So we know that y is equal to 1 plus 0.5 kx. Okay, now we need to substitute that into the quadratic. Okay, so we know the quadratic is kx squared, okay, minus x times 1 plus 0.5 kx, okay, plus in brackets k plus 1, that's equal to 1, sorry. So, okay, right, let's expand this. Kx squared minus x minus 0.5 kx squared plus kx plus x, and then minus 1 is equal to 0. Alright, now we need to simplify this. So kx squared minus half kx squared, you get half kx squared. So 0.5 kx squared. Okay, so we know that the minus x and a plus x cancel out, so we're just left with a plus kx. And then we've got the minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, we can double this to get kx squared plus 2kx minus 2 is equal to 0. So we know that b squared minus 4ac is going to be equal to 0. So b squared, so that's going to be 2k squared minus 4 times k times negative 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so 4k squared plus 8k is equal to 0. So 4k brackets k plus 2 is equal to 0. Hence, k is equal to negative 2. Right? Now, give the coordinates for the point of intersection of the line and the curve. Essentially, to find the coordinates, we need to sub in k is equal to negative 2 back into this original equation. So negative 2 x squared plus 2 brackets negative 2 x minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so minus 2x squared minus 4x minus 2 is equal to 0. We can then halve it, so we get minus x squared minus 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, and now what do we need to do? Well, essentially, we can convert this into x squared plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0, and therefore we know that this is equal to x plus 1 all squared is equal to 0. Hence, x is equal to negative 1. Right, so we know that x is equal to negative 1. Now we need to find the value of y. So we know that minus half kx plus y is equal to 1. We know that k is equal to negative 2 and x is equal to negative 1. Okay, now we sub those values in, so minus 0.5 times by negative 2 times by negative 1 plus y is equal to 1. Okay, so minus a half times minus 2 is equal to positive 1. Positive 1 times minus 1 is just minus 1. Minus 1 plus y is equal to 1. So y is equal to 2.